Hi, my name is Alan from Alan We Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Some of you here have commented that you find my topic to be out of the box and the content is very insightful. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed them. Here, there is no magic bullet. I just speak my thoughts whenever some interesting topics that came across my mind. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 2 simple ways to make money from property. Yes, you hear me correctly. Just 2 simple ways to make money. The issue here is only whether you want to do it or not. This is something Singaporeans are entitled to during our lifetime. Some may prefer not to. Well, we have to respect their decision. But for the majority that are keen to explore, I urge you to start early to reap the benefits of making money from property, regardless of your background. Are you all excited to know more? Here, let's go. Yes, you are right. 搞yin. Why? Simple. As long as you are a Singaporean and above the legal age, you are eligible to apply for BTO HDB flats. Whether they are standard, plus or prime flat, or what? I believe I have explained many times in my earlier video why buying a BTO flat is a very safe bet for a young married couple. Not only are they affordable, but they are heavily subsidized by government grants. Sorry, government grants are indirectly taxpayers' money. Buying a BTO flat has many perks, from taking subsidized HDB loan to enhanced staggered down payment scheme to 2.5% of that flat price. Seriously, for private property, it is 25% down payment. Now HDB is only asking you to pay 2.5%. Wow, this one spoil market. How I wish I could buy a BTO flat too. Do you know what is the best part? HDB is even giving you rental voucher for new homeowners to offset your rent while waiting for your BTO flat. When I heard of this policy, my eyes almost popped up. Real or not? This policy I think is too extreme already. Low down payment, I can still understand. Now you want to offset rental for home buyers that are renting outside. Come on. Next time, I would like to suggest the authority to throw in a free king coin mattress for those who are collecting keys. This is on the condition they make babies within the first 12 months. Here, as we all know, most if not all HDB BTO owners will make a huge profit after fulfilling their MOP. They can easily upgrade to a bigger flat or even a private property with this leg up. That is why if you want to play this property game, get married and buy a BTO flat or easy if you can wait for it. On the other hand, singles had lobbied for the government to own their HDB flat more than a decade ago. This policy was first relaxed to allow singles more than 35 years old to buy a resale flat. Subsequently, they are allowed to buy BTO flats but are restricted to 2-room flats only in non-mature estate. The policy was further refined to allow singles to apply for 2-room flats in prime location in upcoming BTO sales launches. I think this is a welcoming news for singles regardless of their marital status. In this way, they also benefit from Singapore growth story. Here, this is my sharing with those who do not want to get married. I mean, if you cannot meet the right person, then no choice really. But if you meet the right person and yet you still prefer to be single, well, that is a personal decision. Your parents cannot interfere in your life, let alone our government. But let me share with you my experience dealing with singles in my work as a property agent. I have met many seniors who are single. They told me when they were in their early 30s to 40s, they enjoy their singlehood very much. They party with their friends, they travel yearly to the envy of their peers, have no responsibility to take care of children, and so on. But when they are in their 50s to 60s, they start to get bored, since most of them are not actively working. Their elderly parents, which they used to take care of, have also given up their IC already. And friends that they are close with have started to winter off. When they are in their 70s, they start to feel very lonely. They eat alone, they shop alone, they celebrate festivals all alone. It can be pretty depressing. That is why some of them have openly shared with me that they should settle down when they can. At least in their twilight years, their children can take care of their needs. Their children can help them access digital things such as opening bank accounts or dealing with government agencies and so on. And lastly, someone to inherit their asset instead of passing it all to the state. Quite sad, right? The second way to make money from property is to have babies. Yes, you are right. Currently, HDB has this policy which is known as the Third Child Priority Scheme. How does this scheme work? Well, this scheme helps families with more than 2 children to apply for priority for up to 5% of BTO flats and 5% of sales of balance flat. In this way, families with more children will have a higher chance of securing their subsidized BTO flats. Wait after MOP and make money from it all over again. However, I'm not sure how many Singaporeans have 3 children nowadays. Having 2 children is the most ideal situation. However, the reality on the ground is only 1. Minister in the Prime Minister Office or PMO, Indranee Rajah, said in Parliament that Singapore total fertility rate has fallen to a historical low of 0.97. She explained that there are various reasons for Singapore low fertility. Some are temporary, for instance, couples that had their marriage plan disrupted by COVID-19. Due to financial cost of child raising, pressure to be an excellent parent, or difficulties managing work and family commitments, and so on. She also pointed out that Singapore's low fertility rate reflects a global phenomenon where individuals prioritize and society norms have shifted. I believe at this junction, our army generals are very worried. They worry no army to defend Singapore. Hey, this is very jialat. If there are not enough army boys, who is going to defend Singapore? As PM to be, Lawrence Wong, already said, we have to defend ourselves. Nobody will come to our rescue in a crisis. Seriously speaking, SAF not enough army is not my problem. My problem is that there is not enough army to protect us. What is going to happen to my property value? How are our property prices going to be sustained in the near future? Brothers and sisters, this one is very serious. Next time our property has no value, you better don't go from Kalang Puding to Kaki Bukit. Our government has already done its part. They have no choice but to have immigration policies to mitigate the impact of low birth rate and an aging population on the economy and society in general. That is why it's easy to point finger. This is a chart from the Singapore Department of Statistics. As reported, our total fertility rate is 0.97 after some very complicated calculation. Don't ask me why this is all about. I only know we are in trouble since we cannot replace ourselves. That is why I have to give credit to our Malay community. The Malays continue to register the highest total fertility rate of 1.83 birth, whereas for the Indian it is at 1.01. The worst is for the Chinese at 0.87. 什么事情？你们有这么忙咩？ The fertility rate is way below the replacement of 2.1. Are we all kiasu because our children cannot get into good schools or the pressure from parents to do well? Chill, relax. Watch this show on parenting and education on Channel 8. I hope it will give you some fresh perspective. You can also catch it on Me Watch too. Here, you know I'm a property person. I have a few suggestions for the authority to consider to increase our low birth rate. For those who don't want to have children, we cannot force them. This is a personal decision and we have to respect that. But for those that plan to start a family, let us give them some housing incentive. Since most of them who bought BTO flats are newly married couple and have no children yet, let's give them priority to book BTO flats or EC under the second timer scheme. If you have 1 child, your priority will be higher than those that have no kids. If you have 2 children, your priority will be higher, and so on. In addition, increase the income ceiling for this group to be eligible for another subsidized HDB flat. For those who can afford 3 children, usually their household income already exceeds 14,000. I'm very sure this simple policy will improve our fertility rate. Clever, right? All those baby bonus, flexible working hours kind of policy. Singaporeans have a love affair with property. Property is just like another baby to them. If you give them incentive, I'm sure, not all, but some will give you what you want. Here, you can see that getting married is the first step to make money in the BTO flat or EC. The second step is to have babies. However, the current third child priority scheme is too challenging. Even I'm not enticed. Maybe they should also have a second child priority scheme. I believe many who stop at 1 will continue to try. Lastly, I have come to the end of my video. Hope you enjoy this meaningful video on marriage and babies. Please do your part on your extended national service. I've done my part in person and also via this video. What about you? See you soon.